Alright everybody, sorry for the 4 or 5 minutes of dead air. I was merely tweeting out the link to this live stream so that people could come and watch it. I want to start off by saying to everybody, Happy New Year. I hope you guys are going to I hope you guys had a wonderful end to 2016, given that it was such a crappy year for a lot of people, and that you guys are looking forward to 2017. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good year. Let's start this year off right with a No Man's Sky live stream. So yesterday I took a day off, and I basically played this all day. I did yesterday for that. This particular game for the day, Bedonium or whatever element that my builder was looking for, the next galaxy in the chain of the Atlas interface, or interface rather, and I actually found a planet that had Saphodonium on it. So, both when I ended the live stream a little bit and after I started again. Here, let me turn my audio volume down so I can actually hear myself. I went ahead and I went to the space anomaly where you meet Nada and Pulu, I think their names are. I chose to continue the path of the Atlas. It gave me the location of the next Atlas interface. But talking to Pulu, the little Gek guy, he also gave me the blueprint for an Atlas Pass V1. So that was good. So the next thing I did is I figured out that I can teleport without an Atlas Pass from my base to a space station, and from the space station to the base, and my ship follows me. So it's really helpful to know that you can teleport from, I believe it's, well, I have 2 listed now, so I don't really know how it works, but I thought that it was, the last space station you visited. Like, you can only have 1 connection with a particular space station at a time. I don't know if that's true, because I think I have 2 that I can teleport to now, but I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to explore a little bit more. So, when you give the builder the, the Saphodonium, you get the blueprints for, the science terminal. So I went ahead and I built the science terminal. Did that. I hired a scientist. That gave me the voltaic cell blueprint that I was looking for before, in order to build a beacon. So I went ahead and I built a voltaic cell. And then I built a beacon so that I can find my base at any point. I don't really know how those work either, but so I did that. I built the beacon, and then so the next line of quest was to find him find the builder another rare element, and that's the element that you get from I think Sentinels, when you kill Sentinels. Hang on, I'm going to see if I have it. Okay, yeah, it's this stuff. He wanted to look for this stuff in order to get you the weapons terminal. And if you build the weapons terminal and if you hire a Viking to run your weapons terminal, he'll give you the blueprints for the hazmat gauntlets, which will allow you to pick up, it'll allow you to pick up more hazardous materials, which I'm assuming I'm going to need at the end of the game. Then, if you follow his quest line, once he's set up, he will tell you to go look for a mining facility, and he will give that mining facility individual, that when you find him, he will give you, he'll give you a multi-tool upgrade. He will give you the advanced mining laser. So now I can mine harder crystals and get better elements. I think for now, what I'm going to do, since I can't progress anymore with the builder quest line just yet, because I need to look for gift charms in order to get an agricultural terminal or a farming terminal. And for the armor guy, or the armory guy, the Viking, he wants Viking daggers to research weapon upgrade of some sort. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm depending on where this, this saved pretty recently. So I have an electron vapor. I'm in the process of building a warp cell again. Just because that's, like I said, it's literally the bane of your existence. I'm looking for 5 more zinc, and then I can build an antimatter, and then I should be able to build a warp cell, because I think I have enough Thamium 9. I got a crap ton of Thamium 9 from a planet I was on yesterday. It was all red. There was literally tons and tons of like Thamium 9 plants. There was tons and tons of plutonium, so I picked a bunch up. It was a really good planet to land on. And yeah, I think that's where we're going. I think we're going to keep going in search of the next Atlas interface, and we're going to progress the story a little bit. If I happen to find a Gek Charm or a Viking Dagger at any point during the stream, I probably will veer off from that quest line and go back to my home base, and I will give that to my people, and I will see what it does, because I know that the Gek Charm will definitely give me the plans for the agricultural station, which will allow me to start actually growing my own resources, and that's going to be fun, because I'm going to look for a ton of zinc plants, because zinc is really difficult to find. I'm probably going to put some Thamium 9 plants in my base, and we're going to go from there. So let's get started. I need to land a little bit. Oh, I got to get out of my menu first. I'm going to go on the surface of the planet. Let's boost a little bit and see if we can get there a little bit faster. Yeah, there we go. And I'm kind of just going to land right here. And I'm going to go out in search of some zinc. And I'm also going to pick up this plutonium because I might need it. I don't know my launch structure levels are right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably should have streamed yesterday, but it was really difficult to find a quiet spot, and I kind of just got really absorbed into the gameplay. I absolutely love this game, and sometimes I get carried away. I was like, oh yeah, I found Saphodonium, now I can stream. And then I just got so absorbed in the damn story and the quest line and everything, I was just like, alright, I'll stream tomorrow and I'll update everybody. So yeah, like I said, I hope everybody had a decent New Year. What is this? This is one of the hazardous plants. My inventory is full. Okay. Wait, my ship is out of range already? I thought it was like 5. How far away am I? Yeah, it's definitely out of range. I gotta like adjust my inventory real quick. I hope everybody had a decent New Year. I didn't do too much. I stayed in bed, fell asleep by like 10:30 because I'm old, and staying up to watch the ball drop isn't as fun as it used to be. So yeah, didn't really do too much, but I'm back in my ship for a second, merely to adjust my inventory. I built a bypass chip at some point, and I haven't been able to use it yet. So, I'm gonna just charge this so that I have that. At some point I have to find some chrysonite, because I need to repair this beam impact. But for right now, I'm gonna get rid of emerald, because I can sort of find that in asteroids up above me. I'm gonna get rid of this bypass chip since they're easy enough to create. I might actually I don't know. I haven't ever run into a situation where I've needed one, except for the call your ship points. But every time I'm near one of those, it's never in my suit inventory to be able to use it. So I might just discard it. I might dismantle it rather. Can I dismantle it? No, I can only discard it. Okay. So I'm just going to discard it because they're easy enough to build. I have plenty of spaces in my inventory now. I'm going to switch over to my suit inventory real quick to see what I can transfer over. What I don't need for this particular mission. See, the thing that sucks is having the hazmat glove upgrade doesn't give me... it takes up a space in my inventory, so I kind of want to like move it just to be a little bit more organized. But like this can go into my ship, the Atlas stone can go to my ship, this can go to my ship. Basically I want to keep the zinc on me so I can build. I want to keep the zinc, the iridium, and the iron on me because I can get rid of the platinum and put that in the ship, and I can get rid of whatever this element is. I just picked it up because I could on one of the planets. I don't know what it does yet. I don't know what it's for. So I'm going to keep the iridium, and I'm going to move this. I'm not going to dismantle it. I just want to kind of move the inventory slot, which I can't really do. Okay. I think we're alright. I don't wanna take off again. That's stupid. I almost took off again. Okay, so I'm in search of zinc. I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna scan the ground and see what I can find for a little while. And if I get to a point where I can't find any or it's not readily available, I'll get off-world and I will go buy the extra 5 because I don't really like the exploring aspect. It takes forever. I do like the Atlas interfaces. They're pretty cool. I don't know if I can sell this for a lot. Did I scan you already, little guy? Yeah, I scanned that guy already. Okay. I've never actually, like, I know there's a whole crap ton of achievements for, like, discovering all, like, the species of the animals on the planet. Like, you get, like, a zoologist achievement at some point. But I'm like, with the amount of time that it took me to attempt to do that on my original planet, where it was only like 5 of them and I couldn't find the last one to save my life, I really don't want to do that during a stream. That might be afterward. I might continue to play this game afterward, just on my own time, once I get to a point where I've felt I've streamed enough of it. But yeah, we are in search of zinc right now, and there's a lot of platinum on this planet apparently, which I don't need, but I do need zinc. So, and I might go pick up this outcropping of Thamium 9 over here, because you can never not have enough Thamium 9. Just looking for zinc. That's all I need is 5 more zinc, and then I can get off this planet, out of this galaxy, and one step closer toward the... Oh, and that's another thing I got too. Somewhere I found the recipe for suspension fluid. So now I don't have to buy it. I can build it, and it literally only takes 50 carbon. It's like one of the easiest things to build, but you could have, and I totally could have built it before, but you need the recipe to be able to craft it. So I found it by accident, actually. I went to like an abandoned mine or abandoned like manufacturing place, which is where you get a lot of blueprints. I would recommend whenever you find one of those, you head toward it if you don't have anything really important to do. So I went there and I found the recipe for suspension fluid, and now I can build it anytime I want. That's why I always keep carbon on me now. I make sure I have a little bit of carbon because I need at least 50 to build a suspension fluid, which is your first step in building a warp cell. So now I can do that with ease. Thing that still kills me is building electron vapors, because you always have to look for zinc. If you can't find zinc, you're kind of screwed. So I'm gonna keep heading this way, because sometimes at these abandoned buildings over here, there's a galactic oh, never mind. I keep finding habitable bases too. I don't know if you can have more than one. I think you can't. That's why there is that little device inside your base that basically goes and stores all your previous items from your previous bases, so that you can place them again once you built them. And yeah. But I kind of like my base where it is. I like the idea of having a base in really extreme conditions, because it'll allow me to get the that survival achievement. If I just, you know, walk around there for a couple of days or even a couple minutes, sometimes I get lucky and I get the next star in that journey milestone, which is really helpful, because otherwise I'd probably never get it. So I'm heading toward this building here. We're gonna go check it out, because maybe there's a galactic trade terminal somewhere in this building and I don't actually have to get off world to go to and get zinc. Literally, zinc is one of the hardest elements to find in the game, except for Spidonium, which I was looking for before. I had to like warp to 2 different galaxies to be able to find the planet that had it. But once I did find it, I got a decent amount of it. I made sure that I got extra in case I needed it again. So yeah, this looks like a mining facility of some sort. Pretty cool. I have no idea what that thing is. I don't know what it does, but I'm kind of curious. So I'm gonna go see if I can get in here and ask about it, and see if anybody wants to talk to me. Oh, and I also learned a bunch of words, because the good thing about keeping a crap ton of carbon on you is that when you meet an alien, a lot of times, oh, there was one particular alien on my home planet that I went to, that in order to refresh him and talk to him again, you need to offer him 20 carbon, and occasionally he would get one of his options for giving you, or for you talking to him, was to give you fuel, and he would give you carbon. And I just kept doing that. I kept spamming him, and I learned a bunch of new words. And I got a shielding shard, which is helpful if my toxicity ever goes down really low. Oh, Geek Charm. Okay, good. I need one of these, so I'm gonna keep that on me. That's actually great, because that means that I can start building an agricultural terminal. This is awesome. But I'm gonna go check out this building over here and see if there's a galactic trade terminal in. Oh crap! There are sentinels around here. I wonder if I'm gonna die while trying to open this. Yeah. Okay. So it's a reinforced steel door. The quickest way to do this is to pull out your multi-tool, switch to your bolt caster, and start lobbing grenades at it. If you can get inside before they kill you, I forgot to reload. My bad. I feel like an idiot, but it's okay. Lob a grenade at it again. There we go. Alright, we're inside. If you get inside, they stop looking for you. And my health will replenish, hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab this multi-tool tech here. I think I already have this though. Yeah, see, the Sentinel Force is deactivated. I can kill this one in here if I want, but I'm gonna grab my health first. Alright, my health's at maximum. And there is a galactic trade terminal in here. Sweet. Okay, so, but you can't use your blaster on the inside of the building. I guess because they don't want you like set anything on fire. But so I'm gonna check this out. and I'm gonna see what it gives me. I rapidly flick through the alien warnings to discover what's brought the facility offline. All too late, I realize I'm going to the times. Warning, blah 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 time. So if I screw this up, I saved beforehand at the little, you know, save terminal or whatever that was outside. If I screw this up, well, I hope I don't, but if I screw this up, yeah, see, so now, alright, so what I'm gonna do is, you guys are gonna have to bear with me, because, I'm gonna have to, shit, the thing that sucks is, I don't know if I'm gonna keep my Gek charm, or if it's gonna be the same loot drop when I go, back. And the door is not gonna be open either, I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I hope I get lucky. Because there's literally no way to go back and get whatever that is without reloading a save file. So I'm gonna reload the current save, which is 1503, and we're gonna see what happens. If it's not the resetting of the clock, it's that temporal thing that they were saying. And if it's not the temporal thing, I'll just do this again and I'll get the other one. Sometimes, if you don't know enough of the language, this is the only thing you can do to get the special shit inside the things. There's a reason that the door was locked. It's obviously got something either really important that I can eventually use, or, you know, it's got some piece of tech that I need. So I'm just going to reload the save file. I'm going to see if I have the Gek charm still, which I don't think I will. No, I don't. But it was in... What was it in? It was in this thing? It's in this thing. No, see? So it didn't give me a Gek charm, which is what I was afraid of. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. And that gave me a shielding shard. This is a health restorative. Damn, cuss at myself. Because Gek charms are kind of hard to find. I'm hoping I get lucky and I find it at some point on the way. Or I hope this is worth it, because if it doesn't end up being worth it, I'm going to be really, really pissed. It's not really important. It's not something to get pissed about, but still. Oh, look, there's the zinc I've been looking for. Good. I'm going to go grab that. So that way, at least if I don't... So that at least if I get to a point where... Oh, it's actually one of the zinc flowers. Okay, good. I'm gonna grab the zinc, and real quick before I go in this building, I'm gonna build a warp cell and I'm gonna save. Because there's no way I'm gonna get a Gek charm again unless I screw up. Hold on. Because that zinc flower will always be there, so it doesn't matter. At least I know where it is. I can go into the building. I can see if what I do... I can see if what I do with the temporal capacitor, or whatever it was that it was telling me to do, is the proper thing to do. Flux capacitor makes me think of Back to the Future, which is like time travel, but I will see. Because it was saying something about time. And I don't really know. So I'm gonna go in here, do the same thing. I'm gonna pull out my bolt caster. Still have the 2 grenades. So I can get a headway before the sentinels get, maybe I can recharge my grenades too while I'm at it. And that'll actually help. But they're actually like shooting at me, so. Okay, good. I'm in the building. I'm gonna grab this health restorative real quick. I need it. I always need it when this happens. Check shock transfer. Okay, well that's something. Gives me a little bit extra units. Maybe this will give me a different. No. So same multi-tool tech. And we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try to get this to work. Ends the time loop. Ooh. What does this do? Holy crap, you need a shit ton of elements though. Okay. Whatever that does. And I've got the zinc that I need now. I'm kind of glad that I went ahead and did this, but I'm going to go run over to the save thing. And I'm going to save again. I'm also going to see what I need to get into that locked door. But, hold on, here we go. So we lost our Gek Charm, but we got a Korvax Convergence Cube, which if I run into any Korvax that need one, they'll usually give me a lot of good stuff. So we'll have to keep searching for a Gek Charm. We might get lucky in this stream, I might not. So, yeah. But first things first, I have the zinc now. I have enough zinc to be able to craft antimatter, I believe. Oh, that's right. My electron vapor is on my ship, so I can't craft it yet. But what I will do is, as soon as I'm done. Oh, I love this planet because of the little dinosaur creatures. Look at these guys. They look like velociraptors and like, I don't know, some bird creatures. They remind me of the dudes from the Animorph series. The freaking Herkbajur or whatever the fuck this shit is. But I remember reading those as a kid and they were like really cool. Yeah. And then there's also like a T-Rex creature on this planet. I wonder if I can like pull him up in my start menu to show you guys. There's also like a T-Rex creature of some sort. I don't know if it's on this planet or if it's on the other one. It was on the other one that I was on. I don't remember which one it is though, so I'm gonna go in here one last time because there's a locked door and I want to see if I craft an Atlas Pass, if it'll help me. Alright, so this needs an Atlas Pass V2, which I don't have the recipe for yet, and this might also need a V2. Yeah, okay, so they both need a V2. Unfortunately, whatever's behind these doors is lost to me for right now. Probably forever, because I don't think I'm gonna ever like visit this galaxy again. But in that case, I will head towards my ship, and I will get back there. It's only gonna take us about 3 minutes, and then I will go ahead and I will get off-world. I will build a warp cell, and I will head into the next galaxy on the path of the interface. Or galaxy system, I don't know what you call it. I think it's a galaxy, but it's whatever. Either way, we're making progress. Ooh, maybe I'll find a Gek Charm in this one. Probably not, but ooh, something. Whatever that is. A Gek Nip, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna keep that on me, or I'm gonna build a storage container at some point. I don't know if it was in the original update, but there's a lot of people on YouTube that were helpful in me doing my research and me finding what to do to be able to build the science terminal. If I go through my YouTube history later, I'll send out, or I'll write your guys' names down in the next stream that I do, and I'll shout you guys out, and I will probably individually post a comment on your videos saying how you guys helped me with the live stream. And mostly there was a wiki that I went to. Whoever the creator of that wiki is phenomenal, They went into detail about the recipes for everything, so I knew ahead of time before I even got the recipe for the voltaic cell what I needed. So I went out and I looked for it beforehand, and that, I mean, that's relatively easy to find. It seems like every planet has that particular element, but no planets have saphodonium. Like, saphodonium's a really rare one to find. Point is, when you do find it, or if you do find a planet that has it, you're going to need it at some point, so always grab spare. Always make sure that you harvest spare. It's not one that you need to use your hazmat gloves to get. Those probably will come later. Well, now that I have the hazmat gloves, it doesn't actually say that the elements require the hazmat gloves anymore, but, yeah. So, just basically because it's so rare, whenever you find outcropping of it, or if you find a planet that has it, speaking of which, grabbing more plutonium. Bam. Bam. This is my mining laser. Because my mining laser is like super powerful now. So yeah, whenever you find a planet that has saphodonium or any of the rare elements, if you think that you're going to need it, always make sure you grab some. Always make sure you keep spare reserves on you, because it looks like my builder needs exclusively rare elements besides Gek Charms. He needs a Gek Charm to build me or to at least give me the plans to build an agricultural terminal. And I'm still looking for a Viking dagger. I have no idea where I'm going to find that. Haven't done any research on that yet. I kind of want to just explore and see what I can find. Sort of upset that we lost our Gek Charm to a flub. Like, I guessed wrong, and it cost me my Gek Charm along with my other stuff. But happy we found zinc. Happy I can get to the next part of the galaxy. And sometimes that's just the way life works. You gotta try again, but if you try again, you sometimes lose stuff. So, alright, we're headed back to my ship here. I'm trying to, like, get there we go. Okay, so we have 1 and 43 or so left before I get to my ship. If I sprint a little bit, we can, ooh, there's tech up here. I see the smoke. Okay, cool. I'm going for this tech right here. Oh, this little guy. Well, he's not going to attack me. Also, T-Rex guy that I was talking about before. One of them was attacking me. I had to kill it, and I got a really weird element from killing it. And like a bunch of sentinels came after me. It was weird. Basically, don't kill any animal unless you want to get the sentinels pissed at you. You think they get pissed at you when you start stealing too many elements. Think about what how pissed they get at you when you start killing like actual living creatures. It's pretty bad. But like, I didn't want to die. I happened to have like a crap ton of elements on me, and I didn't want to have to go searching for a grave. So I knew I wouldn't be able to run fast enough, and I don't know. Never killed an animal in the game before. Kind of wanted to see what would happen, and I wasn't disappointed. Wait, did I scan this plant yet? This is a cool plant. I like this plant. Looks punk. Ooh, more plutonium, I think, down here. Whee! Not that I need any more. I just, between having to craft warp cells and having to like keep refueling my launch thruster, you always need to keep some little bit of plutonium on you, because without it you're kind of stranded. So whenever you find it, just harvest it. Same thing with saphodonium, except plutonium is literally on like every planet. Before, in the older update of the older version of the game, some planets had plutonium, others didn't, and if you happened to be on a planet that didn't have plutonium, you had to go searching for either another ship, or you had to go searching for a galactic trade terminal, and that meant that you were stuck on that one particular planet until you could find enough plutonium to get you to 25% fuel to at least get you off-world. Because, I mean, once you're up, you don't really use plutonium that much. As far as, like, you don't use it for fuel. Once you're up into space, your fuel reserves, basically all you have to worry about are... Oh, hello, Sentinel. Okay, bye. I'm gonna kill this guy because I don't like him. Nope, nobody was activated because there was only one. And these guys might... This guy might give me a get term. Oh. Wow. That's literally never happened to me before. I actually got tech out of the Sentinel. Sometimes get lucky, I guess. I don't let that roll because I already checked it, so it doesn't really have anything for me. Oh, that was like a giant creature standing behind me, and it turns out to be a shadow. My bad. Alright, so I'm gonna gather this last little bit of plutonium here. Whoops, there we go. And then I'm going to head towards my ship, and I'm going to get off-world. Where is my ship? Ah, here it is. Ooh, got a little something over here. Did I check this already? I might have? Gek Relic, okay, we're getting somewhere. That's twice that I found something Gek related, but, well, 3 times if you count the time that I had to freaking restart the game, or restart a save file because I screwed up. I don't know, sometimes you get lucky. So, what I'm gonna do is, probably when I get back to base, at some point, usually when I warp to the next galaxy, there's a space station, I immediately run for a teleporter. I'm gonna build a storage container, and I'm gonna put everything Gek related in the storage container, because I don't want to lose that stuff. I might need it at some point. I've got a Gek, what is it, a Gek Relic, and... maybe I can give him that too, and he'll be happy. Alright. So, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make space so that I can craft. I'm going to get rid of the iron. The iron's probably the most abundant resource I could find. And I'm going to put the iron, instead of getting rid of it, I'm going to put the iron into my pulse engine here. Now I have a free spot to craft a warp cell. I can craft antimatter, which will give me another free spot to then craft a warp cell. Okay. And I got one more spot. I can craft a warp cell here. And then we're going to go on our way. Okay, cool. And I'm going to immediately put this warp cell into the harp drive, or the hyperdrive rather. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get far enough into space where I can get to the next galaxy. Open up the galaxy map here. Oh, that's right. I think I ended up going backwards actually last night. I think I actually ended up going backwards in my travels, which is stupid. I had a warp cell last night, and I ended up... Hold on. Okay, so that's what happened. I think I ended up going backwards. And that means that I will have to craft one more warp cell to actually end up going ahead. I was stupid. I tried to play from my bed last night, and obviously I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. And even with my glasses, the text in this game is sometimes so small that you can't really see what you're seeing on screen. So when I moved through the map to go try to travel to the next galaxy in the path, I actually ended up going backward. So now it's just a matter of, it's literally a matter of starting to craft, starting to begin to craft one more warp cell. And like I said, I have the recipe for suspension fluid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build a suspension fluid, and then from there I'm gonna build an electron vapor, and then from there I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, I can't craft an antimatter yet because I don't have enough zinc. So this would be the situation where I need to go to the space station real quick to grab a little bit of zinc at the space terminal, or the galactic trade terminal rather, and then I'm gonna run over to my base. I'm gonna teleport over to my base. I'm gonna build the storage container for all this Gex stuff, and then I'm gonna go back out here. Dang it! Why didn't it take me? It literally, if you don't hit it just right, sometimes it like doesn't accept you into the space station. I'm gonna ignore the somewhat obvious double entendre to that statement. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of frustrating sometimes because like I'm not even flying that much. There we go. I just had to tilt up a little bit to let it know that I wanted to go in. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna go get a tiny bit more zinc, like 5 more zinc, over at a galactic trade terminal over here. Just gonna sprint over here. I don't know, I don't remember with this particular space station if it's on one side or if it's on the other. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna explore. Well, that guy has a big ship. No, but I know that the teleport. Oh no, it is on this side. Okay. So I'm gonna go right ahead. And I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy 5 zinc, and while I'm here, I'm gonna sell some of the stuff that I don't need. None of the Gex stuff. I'm gonna get rid of the shielding shard because I never really need that. I'm gonna get rid of the pungam because like I can find that really easily just by killing sentinels. Not gonna sell the Gek relic. Not gonna sell any Heridium, and not gonna sell my zinc. Also not gonna sell my plutonium because I need that. All right. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead because I have a feeling that that at some point I'm gonna run into like some ships, and without my beam impact, I'm not gonna do very well. So I might buy some crystalite while I'm at it, just to be able to repair my my beam impact. I need how much? I need like 20. I gotta go check, but I think I need like 25 crystalite for this repair here. And I have like one. Yeah, I need 25. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna grab that. And I'm gonna pick up some crystalite. It has 44 available. I need 25. 25. 2064. Or 614 rather. Okay, cool. So now I can go ahead and I can make this repair really quickly. That's great. Now I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fuel my my launch thruster again. Just before I run out of like plutonium or something. And I am going to craft an antimatter, and then I'm going to craft one more warp cell, and we're going to go on our way. Because I've already explored this galaxy somewhat. Yeah, I'm going to craft one more warp cell, and then we're going to go. Build. And then, like I said, I'm going to immediately put that. Ah, crap! Wrong button. I'm going to immediately put that into the hyperdrive. Okay, cool. Paul is absolutely wonderful, letting me know when my tech is recharged. I think that there's an agricultural person. I think it's this guy. I don't know, he's construction. I could have sworn that there was one guy that... Okay, see what I mean about the 20 carbon? Sometimes if you have carbon on you, it's helpful to use it and see what you get. Maybe I get a Gex charm or something. I don't know very much of the Gex language. Okay, cool. I can request a new word, which is going to help me. You learned the Gek word for Gek. Well, that's helpful. Alright, I'm not going to do that again. I spent like 20 minutes doing that with a Corvax guy yesterday, and it was fun, but I have other stuff to do now that I have a warp cell in my hyperdrive. Yeah, let me out of the dang... Oh. Was it this guy? Maybe it was this guy. Yeah. I'm assuming that at some point I will be able to come back here or find another builder. Like, I'm really sorry I can't help this guy. I feel bad for him. But I don't have a place for him to work yet, and I can't really send him in my base and make him wait for me to build the terminal. So, yeah. And then it's great because when you harvest or when you start, like, farming and everything, you can eventually actually farm really expensive elements and actually sell them at galactic trade terminals, and you get a crap ton of units for them. I need to stop trying to like boost out of here and just, there we go, find the doorway. That's what happens when you get distracted, guys. You do stupid things. Alrighty, so like I said, it's so much easier to build warp cells now because I have the recipe for suspension fluid, and now that I have that, I can just readily craft that on demand, and the rest of the stuff is easy as long as you have a decent amount of like resources on you. It's fine. It's just a pain in the butt in the beginning because you have to actually come to a space station and buy suspension fluid. So with that being said, we are going to go into the galaxy map again. I'm going to go toward the Atlas interface here. Alright, looks like we have 2 more galaxies to travel to after this one, in order to get to the next Atlas interface. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm hoping by the end of the stream that I will be in there. I'm also going to look for a Gek charm. like I said, if we happen to be in a controlled galaxy, I'm gonna go onto a planet and look for one of those neutral drops and hope that I find it. Or also a Viking dagger, either or. If I happen to find a Viking dagger, it's the same thing. I will end up going back to my base and probably doing the next. I've been here too. What the heck? Seriously, what the heck? I've definitely been here. I recognize that name because it's one of the places that I can travel to in my teleport thing. So, where is it sending me? Is it sending me... Is there only one Atlas interface so far? Or is it just... What is it doing? I swear, if I've already been to that one, it's going to piss me off because it's so much work that I had to do to build the damn warp cells. And I'm not really progressing the game. If it ends up being the same Atlas interface as last time, it's kind of stupid. Well, either way, I know my way around this base somewhat. Or around this, and I think the teleport is off to this side. Like, it's so complicated, this game, because, well, it's not really complicated, but, like, I don't know, I've definitely been to this galaxy before. Like, I'll readily be able to even, like, teleport here, and when I get back to my base, when I get back to my base, I will be able to show you a little bit. But again, same things like when you're traveling to galaxies and everything. It's this weird like warp, like whoa, I'm traveling through space and time. Yesterday it didn't load all the way, so the center of the screen was actually black. Like you see that like white pulsating beam of light in the center. That was actually a black hole, and it looked really cool. Wasn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to look like this, but every now and then the game doesn't load properly. I have it on my hard drive. I'm not actually playing it on disk. So every now and then my hard drive is just like, woo, can't load things properly. So okay, cool. Back home, I can actually go ahead and show you guys what I've gone ahead and done.
Extreme hazard planet.
So yeah, he wants get charms. I don't know if I can give him other stuff or not. I'll be back later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you give him get charms and you get the agricultural terminal. That's the next step. Because you're the boss. When you're ready, I'll be here. And here's my scientist guy. All he wants me to do is to check out an abandoned radio tower, which I've already done. I'm far too busy to leave my station. We have a signal you need to investigate a nearby radio tower. Will you make the inquiry? The Elements is encyclopedic. They pointedly refuse, however, to do their own field work. While they finalize the design of the wiring for our base, I'm invited to undertake a short journey on their behalf. The scanners have picked up a signal worthy of investigation. I've already been there. I didn't get anything except the guy that I went to, and he stabbed me in the brain, and I took damage. Oh, okay, so this is the room that I've already set up to build my agricultural terminal. My armory guy is off to the left here. He's chilling over here. Yeah, so this is what a weapons terminal looks like. It's pretty cool. I like him because he has like horns and shit, and he looks badass. But he looks like a real sweetheart. So like I said, he wants Viking daggers. He's gonna, if I get him a Viking dagger, he's gonna give me a photon blast upgrade or a photon blast weapon, which I don't know if it's better, worse, what's up with it, but I honestly have a feeling that I'm heading back toward that same Atlas station. And like I said, I'm gonna be really upset if that happens, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to tell until I get there. I don't, because I remember going to this galaxy afterward, after the last one. What? Why? What? Okay. Before it like listed 2 different options, but now it's 2 options. You see, you almost got the black hole again. Now it's 2 options, but it was the same station for both options, so I don't know. Either way, my ship will be there, and I'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna land on a planet and mine some more resources. Go see what I can find, maybe. Maybe I'll find a Gek Charm, maybe I'll find a Viking Dagger. I wonder if I wait here and maybe if I like wait for a ship to land, if they'll have a Gek Charm that I can like buy off them. With that case, I can upload some discoveries and get some units to be able to buy one from them. Oh, apparently I can't upload discoveries from planets unless I'm actually on the planet, so. Oh, good. Ship. Have a Gek Charm, won't you? I actually meant to build storage container, but I forgot. He doesn't have any. But, oh, there's another ship that came in. Like I said, I'm looking for a Viking Dagger or a Gek Charm. If I find either of those, I'm gonna run back to my base. I got a Vortex Cube. See what I mean? Sometimes they have like really special shit. And it's really helpful to like talk to them sometimes, but you know, most times it leads to nothing. This is a really cool ship actually. What? Oh, so he's another type of like Viking. Alright, so let's see. Nothing special. One of the ships just left. Maybe I'll get lucky, like I said, and find a Viking Dagger. There's a guy over here I haven't talked to yet. I'm just kind of... Because, I mean, the one guy had a Vortex Cube. Did I talk to him already? Or what? I don't remember the other guy's name. The one guy had a Vortex Cube, so... There's always a chance that I'm going to find a Viking Dagger or something in one of these. And at this point, I'm like... Oh, no, so that is the same guy, okay. He had a Vortex Cube the last time. Let's see who else landed over here. Oh, I like this ship, but I probably couldn't afford it. It's too big. Is this the same guy? Probably. I'm an idiot. I can't tell the ships from other ships. Nope, nothing. This guy just landed. I know he's new. He's got almost the same ship that I do. Hey, do you have a Viking dagger? Please give me a Viking dagger. Viking effigy. I can always grab that, but it's super expensive. Super expensive. I don't even have enough to afford it. Alright, so I know for a fact that this is a Viking-controlled galaxy. Because if you go ahead and look at something, it will say Viking next to it. It says just Ringu, or whatever the hell the name of the galaxy is, and it says Viking in parentheses. So, I'm gonna look at this person one last time. Or I'm gonna look at ships one last time. Nope, he doesn't have anything. Okay, that's fine. It's a really cool ship though. I kind of like that. All right, so I'm gonna head back to my ship over here. Let's kind of sprint, and I'm gonna see if I can get enough resources to build another warp cell, or if I have enough resources. Why is it... okay, it's sending me to the anomaly. Why? Why is it sending me there? The only anomaly that I know of is the Pulu station, which I think I've already been to. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it's worth a check out. If the game is sending me there, there's obviously a reason for it. There we go. Cut it down to like 5 seconds travel time instead of a bunch. I wouldn't know why it would redetect the anomaly like that. That's weird. It redetected the anomaly that I've already been to, I think. Yeah, I just don't know what the game is doing. I don't know what the game is trying to tell me. I know that this is where I meet Nada and Pulu, because, or Pulu and Nada, or whatever their names are, because it's the same shape. Like, I don't want to be here again, but the game told me to go here, so I'm assuming that at some point it's important. They just shut their doors again, so I gotta like, gotta go out a little bit, just a little, and I gotta turn around. Flying the starship is never an exact science, guys. It's always kind of like, well, that sucks. Although I should probably get in before I get attacked. There we go. I should warn you guys that even though I've already been here, it's telling me to go here again, or it showed up, interact with a life form. Maybe it's gonna be a different life form, I don't know. Yeah, see, this is Nada. I've already. I don't know what to do here because, like, I resumed the path of the Atlas the last time. I don't know if I'm supposed to take the shortcut to the center, but I don't wanna. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the Atlas is the thing to do, and if I like, if I take the shortcut to the center, is it gonna screw things up? So hold on. I'm gonna see what she offers for resources this time. Now it gives you a gift. Okay. So that will actually help me on my home planet. That means that it won't be so damn cold, and I'll be able to survive a little bit longer. I don't know if I made the right choice. I suppose we'll just see that. What are you gonna give me this time? Okay. Last time I was here, he gave me Atlas Pass. So it was slightly different. I don't know if I can go and I can interact with them again. Maybe I can. Probably not. I might not have enough resources for that, but can I talk to him again? No, I think it's only once you can talk to him. So I really don't know where I'm going. Because I think what the game is doing is actually sending me back to the same Atlas station where if any of you tuned in to the last stream, or yeah, the exact last stream that I did, it sent me to by the end of it I was at an Atlas station, and I don't know if it's sending me to the same one or not. If it is, then that means I'm doing an incredible amount of idiotic backtracking, which is not necessary. You know, obviously, if I am doing this and someone's watching, it would be helpful if you can comment before I actually go ahead and do this, but we'll see where we end up. Because at this point, I don't know what's gonna end up happening here. Okay, so I can't build suspension fluid yet, which means I need to go to a planet that I have not discovered yet. It's this one. Sure. Ooh, what is... And I'm just gonna go exploring on a planet for a little bit because I know that this is a Viking-controlled galaxy. Perhaps I'll find a neutral drop on one of these planets that'll give me a Viking dagger, which I need to get the next weapon for my armory guy in my base on my home planet. Maybe I'll find a Gek charm. Maybe I'll get lucky, or maybe I'll just find enough resources to build another warp cell. It's telling me to go to an Atlas interface that I may or may not have already been to. I don't know. It feels like I'm traveling backwards because I've already been here. I've already been to the last galaxy that we were in a couple minutes ago. But I don't really know. Oh, god damn it. See, this is... Alright, so I'm glad that I recharged my deflector fields for a second. I'm like trying to recharge my thing without getting shot. Oh, they're much stronger than I am. That sucks. There's 3 of them too. Shit, I'm gonna die. Probably. It's gonna be really difficult to take these guys down. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, this sucks. This sucks major balls. I can't escape to a planet either. I'm gonna have to die and go check my, go grab my grave again, which is fine. This is normally why I don't do ship combat, but I've been attempting to do it a little more because, you know, I need practice with it, and there's definitely an achievement in there somewhere, that if you destroy enough ships, you'll begin to get it. So, someone damaged something. I don't know what it is. I'll check it in a minute. I'll check it here. I need iron, which I can easily get from asteroids to repair it real quick. That's fine. So I'll just head toward my grave. And along the way, if I see any asteroids, I will shoot my asteroids and then grab iron, and I'll make that little repair. So yeah, I don't know. I was honestly attempting to land onto a planet that I hadn't discovered yet, trying to make this stream a little bit something. But I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know if I don't have iron or anything yet to like recharge me. I have to get a crap ton. There's an asteroid build coming up at some point, so I'll just boost for a little bit and talk for a while. I honestly don't know where I'm going. I hope that it is different and that I'm doing things correctly and that it will either have replenished its gift of a couple warp cells or because like why would it be sending me back there? Why wouldn't it progress me to the other? I don't know. I'm just gonna go back there at some point. I need like 2 warp cells to get there though, so it's gonna take me a little bit to like mine resources and everything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and recharge my pulse cannon a little bit. That way I can get to my grave a little faster, and then maybe head to... Oh, this is the planet that I wanted to head to. Okay, because this one I haven't actually been on yet, and I think I was on... No, it's not. It's gonna register that I scanned it at some point. As soon as my scanner... There we go. It's actually facing the planet and have the name come up. Okay. I'm gonna head there. After, of course, getting my pulse cannon up to full charge, or my pulse engine up to full charge, with a little extra because I need the extra iron to make that repair to my cannon. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that I'm going backwards, but in case I'm not, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna see, and if I do go backwards, I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna pick up when I figure out where the hell to go. That could be a couple days worth of play, that could be a couple minutes worth of research, I don't know, but I've already been at this for over an hour. I'm gonna try to make it to the next Atlas station, which means that I'm gonna need to buy 40 zinc because I need like 20 of them for the I need 20 of them each for the eventual creation of the war stuff. Okay. 41. So that should get me close. Grab more iron here. 11 iron. Because basically, in order to start crafting more cells, like I said, I need carbon, and if I can't, I have to find on. I have to land on planets to find carbon. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head back toward my grave, and then I'm gonna because I need my grave because I had a whole bunch of shit in there that I probably should have stored in my base. But all right, that should be plenty enough to get me to where I need to go. Yeah, it's 51 here. Alright, so it's full. I can repair this just in case I get attacked again. I can head toward my grave now. And then I'm gonna head back toward this planet. Either back toward that planet or I'm gonna go to this one that's closer. I don't know. I'll see. Yep. So just a little bit of space travel. I'm actually kind of bored. Occasionally I get bored with this game. Because, you know, it's sort of like, it never clearly tells you what to do, obviously because it's attempting to get you to explore on your own, but, like, I don't know how to progress the story. Like I said, I've already been to one Atlas interface. I don't know if there are multiple, at some point that I'm gonna run into, but like I said, it's already brought me to the same space anomaly. I made different choices this time. The last time I chose to keep following the, but I honestly think that the black holes are the way that I'm supposed to go. Because I mean that seems like the only way to actually progress the story is to go to the black holes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I just basically have to run into this to pick up my inventory, and then I'm gonna go straight to a planet. I'm gonna land on a planet, and I'm gonna find some resources. Okay, restoring lost inventory. It'll give me everything that I had before, including my Spidonium, my Atlas Stone. Yeah, I'm glad that I went back and did this, because I had done a lot of mining. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to this planet here since it's closest. And I'm gonna try and find either a Viking dagger or a Gek charm while I'm down here too. I'm gonna do what I can to find like neutral loot drops, because that's where they usually are. I have a Corvex convergence cube at some point. Well, I got it on the last planet that I was in. Okay, cool. 23 seconds. As soon as I find any of those things, if I happen to find enough to make a warp cell, I'll keep going. If I happen to find a Viking dagger, if I happen to find a Gek charm, I will get off-world. I will go to my base and I will progress that quest line to at least get something done for this stream. I'm like seriously bored right now. I don't know if it's the game or if it's the day or what. The fact that it's a Sunday, I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing all this work for nothing. And I think that's why I'm a little bit like, I don't want to play this game right now. Okay, so right now I see an outcropping of Iridium. I'm gonna go ahead and start scanning the surface of the planet for like any little save points. Ooh, what are you? Whoa, what are you? Hold on. What are you? This is a ship, guys. Oh no, this is a trade terminal. My bad. This is helpful because that means that I can go ahead and buy the zinc that I need. Corvex convergence cube. Wait. Viking effigy. I'm assuming I'm gonna need that at some point. Ah man. Okay. Starship inventory full. I don't want to buy one. I want to like. I don't want to have a core. I don't know what they're for. I don't know what they do, but one of them is gonna give me a crap ton of money that I can use to buy resources. So I'm gonna keep all my Gex stuff because I know for a fact that I need, or I'm eventually gonna need one of those. That'll give me a crap ton. I don't need that yet. That'll also give me a crap ton. For that matter, I'm gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna. What the heck is Omegon? Either way, I'll figure it out. Here we go. Here's my Corvex Convergence Cube. I'm gonna sell it. I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, but I need the units right now because I need to start going ahead and making another warp cell. Let all this load up real quick. I want to buy zinc at this point. I'm gonna buy. Oh, okay, cool.
Item received.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, you? And I'm gonna get. Oh no, I don't want to buy an extra one. I want to buy one. Cause anything that I'm gonna eventually need, I feel like a Viking effigy is like the next thing. That I'm gonna need after a Viking dagger. So I'm gonna keep that on me at all times. I haven't needed anything Corvax yet, so at some point I'm probably gonna need something like that. But I have the zinc that I need now, and I need to find a little bit of carbon. But if I can find a little bit of carbon, oh, it's actually not my ship. Maybe this guy will have a Viking dagger? Who knows? I don't know. But sometimes... Oh, this guy has granite, which I've never seen before. Nope. Alright. And did this guy leave? Nope, he's still here. Okay. So, I'm gonna check with him and see if he has a Viking dagger. I'm still looking for one, and I'm also looking for a Gek charm. I found one earlier, but I went ahead and he doesn't have anything. Okay. Iridium, microdensity fabric, unstable plasma, power canister. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find my own ship. There it is. Oh, there's a bunch of ships here. Okay, good. Because that means that... Ooh, and there's also some neutral loot drops right here. I'm gonna see if I can... Yes! Viking dagger! There we go! That's one of them. Okay, so I will actually be able to progress the stream a little bit. I have 2. I'm gonna keep them on me at all times. Ooh, Atlas Pass V1. I'm gonna see if I can craft one of those. And see if I can get in here. If I can, then I will. Yeah, I can craft one. Okay, cool. In that case, search suspension fluid. Antimatter. Sweet. Okay, cool. I was hoping I would find a Gek charm because that's the last thing I need. But I have a Viking dagger. I have 2. So maybe there will be like more neutral loot drops here or something. That was actually really awesome. I'm glad that... And so basically once you craft an Atlas Pass for the first time, I guess you can use it no matter what. Bypass ships, on the other hand, you use up once you use them. So, nope. Okay. So, you gotta keep looking for a Gek charm, but at the very least, I can go back to my base on my home planet and get the so I don't need carbon. I have suspension fluid now, and I have antimatter also, so I can probably just go right ahead and craft a warp cell here, which will get me to... Yes. Sweet. Okay. There. There. Sweet. Ow. Broken legs. Okay. So, yeah, see, I already knew this was here, because it's not even saying that it's like brand new. It's saying that I've already checked this place out. So I've definitely been here before. For whatever reason, it's saying that it's an undiscovered planet, but maybe it's saying undiscovered because I didn't like upload it to the database. I don't know. Who knows, man? This game gets confusing sometimes. Either way, I need to be up here. And there I go. Why is there not like an... why is there not like steps up here? It's annoying. Because my jetpack doesn't last that long. Alright, I'm up here. Maybe I can get up there. Yeah, I can. Okay. So, these are new guys. I'm gonna go check them out. Ensign again. I don't know what that means. My ear is just... Okay, cool. But now we have a heading. As soon as I get done from here, now we have a heading. I'm gonna check... Nope. But I'm gonna keep checking for Gek charms. Maybe I'll get lucky. Like, I don't know where to find one other than, like, you know, one of the neutral loot drops. And those, I got lucky, and I happened to find, I got lucky and I happened to find a loot drop here. I could always go to maybe one of the spots real quick, one of the little save spots, and see if they have like a neutral loot drop, and I might get a gift charm. You know what? Let's do that. Let's see if I can grab one, and let's see if I can get a gift charm from one of the loot drops, or one of the neutral boxes. If I can do that, then I will definitely go back to my base. Cool. But let's go ahead and let's take off from here. Ooh, that was a nice shift. And let's go right to this one right here. There is a neutral drop right here. Ooh, fascination bead, okay. That's something, at the very least. Don't know what it is, but for now, because I don't need it for anything in particular, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna keep the secondary Viking dagger that I found, because I think I need more than one. But I'm going to sell whatever the fascination bead is, or I'm going to see how much units it's worth. Holy crap, one of them will give me like 12,000, so maybe one of them has a Gek charm I can buy, who knows. Bad enough. Nope, okay, cool. I'm headed back to my ship then. So I have a Viking dagger, which I need to get the plasma or the photon blast upgrade or weapon from my armory guy in my base. Right now I'm going around and I am looking for the little save points, because sometimes you get lucky and you find neutral loot drops, and some of them will give you Gek charms. I need one more. I need a Gek charm to really progress in my base building here, because if I get a Gek charm, then I will be able to build. I'll be able to build an agricultural terminal. I'm just gonna scan the ground again. It's telling me that there's one over here. I'm gonna try and build while I'm here, because this should give me carbon. Yeah, this should give me carbon. Okay, that gave me plenty of carbon. That's almost enough for 2 suspension fluids, but I've already crafted 1 warp cell thanks to a bypass chip, or an atlas chip rather. And I'm hoping that there's a neutral loot drop over here and that we get lucky and we find a Gek charm. There is a neutral loot drop. Let's get lucky and let's hope for another fascination bead. Okay, well, I'll hold on to that until I can sell it later. Shielding plate. What? Really? I thought I... Oh, it's on my I gotta carry that with me. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back toward my starship. I'm gonna carry that with me, and I'm gonna go back over. I'm gonna go back over to. Let's see if I can transfer the item yet. No. I didn't scan that creature yet, though. Every creature you scan is a little bit more. There's 7 different species on this planet. And maybe while we're here, we'll try to get all 7. I don't know. I've never really done that yet. I know that it is something that you can do if you have a mountain of time on your hands. Oh shit, I'm sorry buddy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like shoot you. Jesus Christ, that was horrible. Alright, I'm gonna transfer it. Really? Crap. Well, that sucks. Okay. So, you see, this is where I'm going to end up having trouble. I have a secondary Viking dagger. I'm going to transfer that. And I'm going to keep the Atlas Pass on me at all times. Okay. There we go. There. Now I have the Atlas Pass. I can head back toward this little thing over here. And I'm hoping that one of them will eventually give me a Viking dagger, or a Gek Charm rather. I have 2 of those. 2 Viking daggers. And I need 1 Gek Charm to get me the agricultural base. Wait, this is a different one than the one I went to. Okay. Here. Oh god no it.
Toxic protection falling.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the I'm gonna use the shielding plate here
Technology recharge.
to give me an extra space. Okay. That got me another suspension fluid, which is helpful. This is all titanium. Which I'm not gonna use. Down. Down. Alright, let's go and let's head over to this other little space over here. That looks like it's something really important, and I want to go check it out. Oh, that's the same thing. That's the trading post. I should have known that. Okay. So making the trek back to my ship, It's a little bit farther because I was stupid and I decided to keep backtracking. And then I don't know what we're gonna do. Like I said, I need a Gek charm. I'm kind of looking for one of those right now. I'm not seeming to have any luck. Most of the neutral loot drops that I've found so far have a fascination bead in them, which I can eventually either use or sell. I'm gonna go check one more little spot up here. I don't know how far away it is. As soon as I find out, I'll make the decision. Alright, it's only 1 minute and 42 away. So, 1 minute and 30 something. And I lost the little marker. I don't know where it went. There it is. Holy giant outcropping of... What are you, like a fish seal? For Christ's sake, damn. What is that? That was weird, man. Alright. Plenty of plutonium now. Didn't need too much more. Where am I going? Over here. Okay. This is a building. Helpful. It's gonna kill me. What can I get rid of? What can I get rid of? Yeah, fuck it, I can discard the carbon. I don't need it. I already have a suspension source. Okay, cool. So basically I'm just looking at these. Corvex convergence cube, another thing I don't need. Oh god. Maybe I can sell it to this guy. I can sell a bunch of stuff to him. Whoever this is here. Hey, whoa, you look ugly. Holy hell. Sell items to the life worm. Sell the fascination bead. Sell the Corvex cube. Sell, what else do I have? I need the suspension fluid. Okay. Damn, this place has like satellites and everything. I wonder who's in here.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
I know there's a dude in here, or there's probably an alien in here of some sort. I don't know if he's gonna be Viking or if he's gonna be...
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Yeah, okay, he's Viking. Let's see what they have for a new weapon. 81,000. Okay. Alright. Not gonna take that, even though it's got a little bit more inventory slots. It's got a little more slots for upgrades and everything. Hey man, what do you want? Can I talk to you? Cool. Maybe I do that? The threatened warrior buys my silence. Ha! It's funny. Cool. What? It's too late to get in your chair. Because it's almost 5:30. No, they won't do it. It's too late. You're fine. I think it's almost 5:30. Yeah, it's 4:33. So it's almost 5. You know, if you wanted to get up, you should have done it this morning when Sonia asked you to, or when Sonia asked you if you wanted to get up. Ooh, more zinc. I need that. I'm gonna go grab that. So I'm not finding what I'm looking for right now. Hold on. I gotta see if I scanned this. Yeah, it's scanned. So I'm not finding a Gek Charm, but I did find a Viking Dagger. So I am going to go up to my base. Or over to my base rather. And then I'm going to, wait a second. Okay. Scanned him already, but it shows a couple of creatures that I haven't scanned yet. I'm assuming it's because they're the adult ones. And there's also this one here.
Toxic protection falling.
There we go. That's one. That's two. Okay, 4 species left. Maybe I'll stick around on this planet for a little bit, because it seems like the larger species are pretty easy to find. And I'm just sort of looking for the next save point, because it seems like at most save points, they have the need for loot drops, which sometimes you can find convergence cubes. I found a couple Viking daggers in one. I found a Gek Charm in one other one, but before, when I had the Gek Charm, it was at a locked building, and sometimes in a locked building you have to get into it, or not only get into it, but you have to then answer a puzzle correctly or do something like that. And if you screw up, one of the only ways to get it to go back, or probably the only way to get it to go back to its original state, is to reload your last save file. So that's what I did, and I lost the Gek charm. But I did find 2 Viking daggers, a Viking effigy, and a bunch of other stuff. So beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. 3 species left now, because that was a new one. I'm gonna just, there we go. I'm gonna drop down here, and I'm gonna climb up here, and I'm just gonna keep going. I kind of want to show you guys, like, I really hope that I can find a Gek charm. Ooh, there's something over here. It's like tech or something. Hold on, little guy. Hey, still. I can scan you. Man. Sometimes things are like skittish. And a lot of times too, it's necessary to look up and see if there's like birds, flightless creatures, people that are creatures that are flying, not flightless creatures. I'm an idiot. I can't speak English. I'm tired. Ooh, here is a knowledge stone. Haven't found one of these in a while. So I'm gonna interact with this. Viking word for detection. The language is a tile. Interpreter, learn 50 words. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like I said, I did a lot of work yesterday. I did a lot of work yesterday. I had a crap ton of carbon, and I just kept going to a guy on my home planet who, if you kept feeding him carbon, you kept resetting him, and he would teach you a new word every so often. So I learned a lot of words yesterday. I progressed that. Right now, still looking for a Gek charm. Really want to try to find one before the end of the stream so I can at least build an agricultural terminal and start doing that. If not, I'll go up and I'll give my guy the Viking dagger. I'll give him both of them, I think, because I don't think I got rid of... I think I put one on my ship, but either way, I think what I'm going to do, first of all, is find the direction of my ship. I don't know. Oh, I'm not too far away from it. I don't know how far. It's like 3 minutes to get to my ship, a couple minutes to take off again, and then, yeah. Ooh, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Okay, cool.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Can I take this plutonium? Because I always need more plutonium. I can always use it to fuel my ship. Whenever I find it, I always grab it. I really need to find a suit upgrade though. I kind of need more inventory slots. I haven't been lucky enough to find one lately. Nor do I have the units for one. Probably. Ooh, that's helpful. Let me stay here. Alright. So. There's a bunch of Gek stuff too that I can eventually use, I'm assuming, because he's a Gek and he likes certain things. Obviously he likes things that are from his race, but like I said, I'm heading back to my ship. I'm gonna build 2 more work cells, or 1 more work cell, because I already have one in the hard drive. I already have one in the hyperdrive rather. I don't know, because like I said before, I feel like it's sending me backwards toward that same Atlas station. Yeah, I'm working on it. Hold on. I'm taking damage slowly. So yeah, I feel like the game is sending me backwards or sending me to the same Atlas station. I don't know why. I feel like I should have gone and maybe selected the black hole option from the from Nada or whatever her name is. I don't know. Because I feel like that's the only way to really progress the game right now, because there's only 1 Atlas station so far. I haven't run into a second one, or Atlas interface rather. I haven't run into a second one, so I don't know. But I'm gonna head back toward it, and then if I do end up going backwards, I will, off camera, I will get back to a point where I can progress, and hopefully they will offer me again the option to go ahead and take the black hole, because the last time I chose to continue with the path of the Atlas, well, the very last time, the most recent time I chose to just accept the gift, and if they let me do it one more time, I will then offer or take the option of finding a black hole, because like I said, I believe that's one of the only ways to progress any further in the actual story, is to find the black holes. So, at this point, I'm going to head to the space station. I'm going to head straight for my base after I get there. I'm going to give my armor the Viking daggers, and I'm going to build a storage container for, well, I don't know, because I think I might need platinum for that, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try and build a storage container for like all like the deck relics and shit that I find, because I really don't want to sell those. I'm going to drop off my Atlas stone, because I know we need those at some point, or I'm going to need it for something, and I can't be carrying it around with me. It's just a temptation to sell it. Okay, cool. I'm firing up in space now. Heading towards the space station. That's that way. There it is. Okay, cool. Maybe, hold on. Alright. I'm gonna head there again, and I'm gonna see for one more time if they will take me again, and if I can talk to them again. Because the first time, Pulu, not Polo, whatever his name is, he gave me the Atlas V1, or Atlas Pack V1. Cool. And I'm gonna have to turn a little bit. Turn a little bit more. Turn. Cool. I'm gonna see if they'll talk to me again. And then if they'll talk to me, then I will head. I'll choose the black hole option, and then I'll keep going. If not, then I'll just head to the space station. I'll teleport to my base. I'll give my guy the Viking dagger. Okay, so it doesn't look like they'll talk to me again. But at some point they might. I'm gonna just like check him. Oh, damn! I should have gotten rid of that carbon. Maybe she will talk to me again. No, she won't, but Polo will. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that I'm just gonna have to wait for the game to tell me to go here again. In which case, I'm just gonna, real quick, head to the space station, teleport to my base, give my guy the Viking dagger, and then keep looking for a Gex charm, because I don't know where to find one. I got lucky when I found one last time, but like I said, it's really a crapshoot, kind of. Alright. Fly into the space station here. I want to get any of everything. There's already a ship sitting here. Maybe he'll have a Gex charm and maybe I can do both. Let's see. Nope, no Gex charm. Okay, cool. That's fine. In which case, I'm going to find a teleporter, get to my base, give my guy the Viking dagger, and I was hoping to get the agricultural thing done, but perhaps not. Maybe this one will have a Gex charm? Nope, no Gex charm. Okay, cool. I think the teleporter's on the other side. Yeah, the teleporter's on the other side in the station. Okay, back out I go. I don't even care about the broken lens at this point. There we go. Up here. There we are. It's an exercise. God. I gotta come up with like topics for these streams to like talk about and shit. I wish people would interact with me a little more. It's kind of boring doing this by yourself. Either that or I need a partner or something to like make it go by a little bit, because I've been sitting here for 2 hours. We've done a little bit. We've actually done a lot. And that's kind of cool. You know what I think I did? I think I was stupid, because when you teleport back to base, you either have the option to go to the last space station that you went to, or you can go to, you can go off-world, and you can use your hyperdrive from there. And I think that's what I did stupidly. I went ahead and I used my hyperdrive instead of teleporting back to the space station. But it kind of screwed up the gameplay a little bit, because I don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing right now. But I will go ahead and I will give the Viking dagger to him, at which point seek out their Viking daggers. I have the Viking dagger you asked for, 1. The blueprint is yours. Take care that it does not fall into hostile plans. Okay, so it's just a blueprint. And if I talk to him again, I should be able to give him the other one that I found. Oh man, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that, Corsican that I got before. Either way, I will hold on. I know that I have another Viking. Yeah, I'll hold on to this Viking dagger. I'll see if I can like build a storage container or something. In which case, then here, I'll see what I need to build a storage container. Cuboid room containers. 50 iron and 2 voltaic cells. I don't remember what I need to build voltaic cells, so that's a question that I need to find out. Voltaic cells require antrium, which I can find really easily. I just wish that I could like drop off items here. Like I got a couple of suspension fluids that I can't use yet. I have a crap ton of plutonium I can like somewhat use and stack and eventually. Okay, so next step is to go in search of atrium, which is outside of here, to build a storage container. Two voltaic cells and a couple of, like a handful of iron. So, extreme conditions we go. Haha. Welcome, person who just joined. Right now, I'm on my home planet. I am in search of atrium to be able to build voltaic cells, and there's some down here. There's quite a bit down here, actually, I believe. I need a couple of voltaic cells for a storage container. And then once I build the storage container, I'm going to drop off the majority of my stuff, so that I can have an empty inventory and always be able to come back for it. I've got a couple of like Gek relics, and I've got Gek nips, and I've got an extra Viking dagger that my armor may need at some point, and I don't want to like lose that. So I'm going to build some storage containers so that I can keep it instead of discarding it or selling it like a stupid person. There we go. Cool. Alright, I need some more entry in here. But I gotta wait until the sentinel goes away. Oh crap. Why does there have to be a storm now? Craft product. I'm gonna die very, very painfully. 50. Okay. So I just have to hunt for a bunch of atrium then. It's just, there we go. Atrium, whatever it is. Yeah. Hang on. Okay, cool. So gotta build a storage container, in which case I need atrium for voltaic cells and I need iron. I have plenty of iron. I'm working on getting some atrium. I need 50 for 1 voltaic cell and I need 2 voltaic cells. So I have to go find some atrium, or antrium, whatever it is. It's all iron. Yttrium is lucky enough to grow in these caves. So I'm just gonna keep farming for it. Alright. I'm gonna stay out of the cold and in the cave because it's helpful, and I'm gonna remember my way out of the cave this time so I don't get lost. And I don't get too far away from my base, because right now with the storm going on, it's pretty stupid not to know where you're going. The green glow is everywhere, so it's in here somewhere. I just gotta like get past this iron. Come on. There we go. Just gonna take some of this iron here because I know that I'm probably going to need a pretty decent amount of iron. Oh, great. Okay. Cool. I just gotta find more yttrium then. I have plenty of iron. Here we go. Here's some. Okay, do I have enough to at least build one? Yeah, I have 55. Okay. I need 50 more to build the secondary voltaic cell. Here we go. I'm not looking for... I'm just... Shut up. Paul, stupid. What are you doing? Okay, here's another yttrium flower. As long as I keep collecting yttrium, I should get... I need about 100 of it before I can head back into my base. Because I need to build 2 voltaic cells, and then I need to use those to then build a storage container. And the more storage containers I have, the better. So, that's the idea. Okay, how much yttrium do I have now? Okay, I have 112. That's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little bit more. I'm gonna head back. The good thing is that yttrium is pretty abundant, so you're never really gonna run out. Just look for a green glow in caves mostly. It seems like, and you'll be fine. You'll find some yttrium, and then you'll be alright to make voltaic cells, which are helpful for building things in your base, like storage containers and such. So I'm gonna get the max that I possibly can. I've already got 100, which is all I need for one storage container to start storing the Gek relics and the Viking dagger that I found, because I've already given one to my armorer, and he's taken it and he's given me a blueprint, and now I have to go find an element that I got rid of a couple moments ago. Basically, don't get rid of anything that you haven't ever seen before. If it's new, you're probably going to need it at some point. I have no idea where I'm going, and it's really difficult to travel on this planet on foot. There we go. So I gotta go over here. Okay, cool. Sprinting because it's cold and I'm already getting frostbite at some point. Yeah. So, I'm kind of in a bit of a snag because I think the game is sending me backward. For whatever reason, it's sending me back toward an Atlas interface that I think I've already been at. Not sure if that's true, not sure if it's a secondary one, but I don't know if I should choose the black hole option with Nana and Polo, or Pulu, whatever his name is. I probably should have. It would be helpful if, like, anybody who has played the game before, you know, if you know what to do and you're tired of seeing me struggle, it would be extremely that was the right option. Or if I could continue on the path of the Atlas, because I mean I like the Atlas. It's cool, it's fun to look at, it's a neat idea. Alright, so here I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use one of my inventory slots to craft a voltaic cell. Here we go. Okay. 50 atrium, and I can craft one again. And I need a crap ton of iron, so, and I know I have plenty of it, so. Okay. Alright. Go over here to another voltaic cell. Alright, we're gonna craft that again. We can stack this now. Not that I need to, but I kinda wanna, you know, just, okay, and I should have the iron on my exosuit, I think. Yeah, I have 250 and 96 zinc. Scrap ton of zinc, actually, so. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna build a container. And build one container. They're inside object, why? Oh! This is actually a thing, okay. They're inside. Why am I inside the object?
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Can I only have a storage container in an empty room? I don't know how storage containers work. Oh, okay. So I can't have them on the floor. I gotta actually have them on the wall. Alright. In which case... Yeah. Shut up. Do your work. Okay, it's letting me do it somewhat, but like it's not really. Can I put one in each room? What's up?
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I don't know how to work this. Like the thing is telling me that I'm like inside the object, and I'm not. Okay, so I'm gonna build up. Oh man, that's huge. The heck? So, alright, I think I have to have an empty room. In which case, I'm gonna use this room back here. And I'm just probably gonna build another one off of it to be able to put the agricultural terminal in. Where? Why? What? How? For fuck's sake. God. Alright, what if... Hold on. What if I... Containers. Okay. I want one. I want one. It's doing something. I don't know how storage containers work. It's pissing me off a bit. How? What? Where the... Okay, hold on. That's the freaking entrance. Where's my empty room? Can I not just put one in the damn... Yeah, I'm gonna put the fucking shit outside if I have to. Holy hell, this is complicated. For no reason. Like, why can't I have a storage thing inside my base? Let me build a damn let me build a damn storage container. Limited to one. Yes, I know. Wait, what?
Thermal protection falling.
What did I do? Where the fuck did the storage container go? Did I actually put one down and not realize it?
Temperature levels stabilizing.
What the hell? Where'd the voltaic cells go that I just had? Where the fuck? What the? How the fuck happened? Is it in here? I only have a limited number of rooms. Jesus fuck. You think? It says 0 out of 2, so where the hell did I... What the hell did I do? I put a 0 down somewhere. Where did I put it? There we go. Okay, cool. I've got a storage container now. Awesome. I don't know why. I don't care.
Storm clearing.
She's gonna bring it to me. Oh.
Thermal protection falling.
Don't have very many slots, but hopefully I can, 5 slots. Okay. So, gives me 5 extra slots. Transfer item. Oh, okay, good. And in which case, I will put that in. I'll put that in.
Not sure.
Put that in. There we go.
I mean,
Last time we wasn't good.
over here or on north?
No, here. The other night when I was here. Let me take your time.
Okay, so I will.
Oh my god, you have a fever. Why do you have a fever?
Probably because it's so hot in here and he always freaking cuddles under blankets.
Let's check the other side. Look that way.
He's probably melting on the inside. He's just like stewing his own organs.
101.6.
Told you, Hanson. I told you you're not cold. Yeah. Alright. I'm ending this stream here. I built a storage container. I went ahead and I gave my armor a Viking dagger. I'm gonna look for a Gek charm. And then at some point I'm gonna build an agricultural base, but I'm super bored right now. I gotta go eat my dinner. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna stream tomorrow, probably around the same time. If anybody cares, if anybody wants to watch, cool. If not, oh well. I like doing this. I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to have fun doing it. And that's the end of this stream. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thermal protection falling.
Cool. Alright, see ya.